this is Tyler, Debbie, and Jared.
Yes.
And just want to have them share a little bit about, if you've been around Fresno at all, you know the name Break the Barriers, which I think is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
You're local celebrities around here for all the right reasons. And but love for them to share a little bit about their heart, maybe how you can get involved if you want, some of the services that they offer. I know they offer a wonderful program for veterans now too. And then we're going to do a check presentation. So
Sure.
Take it away, guys.
Sure. This is a huge blessing, especially at the end of the year. Like she said, we have a huge veterans following. We are now the largest recreational facility in the nation that serves veterans. We have over 1,000 veterans that come to our facility weekly. Everything is for free. And just to let you know, the VA is sending them over every week, and they're not supporting us financially. So this is our biggest struggle as an organization, but we will not stop. But we have, like you said, we have several volunteers that help us out throughout the years. Throughout the year, we have about 600 to 700 volunteers. Right now, we have 90 on staff. We have about 3,000 clients that come through our doors weekly, and then about 10,000 bodies. And just to let you know where we're at in the community, not only are we here in our community doing outreach, sharing inclusion, but we were just, if you guys did not see, we had a Dallas Mavericks halftime. We're just in Dallas. On Monday we head out to Sacramento. We have a Sacramento Kings halftime performance, and we are just moving. And it takes a community, of course, for you guys to be a part of this, to keep our doors open. So we thank you. We, of course, our outreach coordinators here, he's working around the clock. We, with our team, but also we have so much going on with our schools as well. We have our buddy program. We team up a child in regular education with a child in special education. We've raised millions and millions of dollars. Clovis Unified is fully engulfed in our program. We have about 30 of their schools that come every morning to break the barriers for free. And the whole goal is to get their peers from regular education to grow up without the stereotypes, the judgments, and the fears that we might have towards someone with various abilities. Because we even have people who are blind who are shooting archery at Break the Barriers, which is really cool.
Veterans.
Independently.
Independently, yes. So do you guys have anything to add? And of course, this is extra special to us because family right there. Tyler's wife, Linda, is a big part of your organization.
This is a reunion.
Yep.
We have our brother from another mother and father,
Yes.
Jim.
Yeah. We have Jake over there, a longtime
And Jake
friend. Yep.
with Sarah, many
Yep. So.
years. And,
How many of you
and
have had kids or been through Break the Barriers for anything? Any of the programs? Yeah.
All right.
That's something you don't know what we do.
Yeah. Who doesn't know what we do? Anybody? A few in the back.
Yeah.
You want to share?
Sure. You want to share a little bit about the story?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Well, these are my sons. This is a family organization, and my mom was 98. She lives with us. My sister is in heaven now, who had Down syndrome. She's the inspiration to break the barriers, and taught me about all the most important things in life, about loving everyone unconditionally, and so many great things. And she used to be this tall, and so anyway. But we knew there was a lot of kids sitting on the bench watching their brother or sister. Like myself, I'd see Kathy watching my brother and I take swim lessons, and she'd be on the bench giving us thumbs up. And we wanted to have a name that did not sound disabled, like Break the Barriers. And as a competitive gymnast, like myself and my husband signed with the Yankees, so we knew the benefits of sports and athletics, but we knew there's a lot of kids on the sidelines. And so we wanted a name that did not sound disabled that we used all the time. And in the competitive world of sports, I would always say that to the gymnast, you got to break that barrier. It's time to go for it. You got to break that barrier. So we use that name. And as a kid, it was a prayer for our family. How are we going to show the world that all people belong together? And 35 years, 37 years, if you go back to the backyard, and if you have any pictures, we don't have very many back then. No cell phones back then.
I don't know.
Yes. We would say, how are we going to show the world? And when did we go to Romania the first time?
2005.
Yeah, in 2005, we were called to go to Romania and work through their embassy and help them become better inclusive. And those were the days when 2020 would show the barbaric treatment of children. That's the title, Barbaric Treatment of Children in Orphanages That Have a Disability. And we got to work with their government. And then we were sent to China, then South Africa, then Australia, and then India, Dominican Republic, Peru, Guatemala. I probably forgot some, but we've been on 6 continents, and every time we step on that land, I remember that original prayer, how are we going to show the world? But it's community built, it's family depth. We'd switch places. Jared's my boss now, so I can give more time to my mom. And also, I'm a people person. I would be out on the floor and training our staff and making sure that they're not too green, when we put them out there. And but it's just been a huge blessing, and I have the best daughter-in-laws in the world. But it's just been a joy. But like Jared is saying, we couldn't do that without community support. And our veterans is huge. We have, he mentioned all the numbers coming through the facility, which used to be mostly children. But Tyler, if you want to tell a little bit more about veterans, how many a day you're giving tours to and bringing in?
About 10 a day. So we, like you said, we're the largest recreation facility in the nation. And
which is not a good thing. There should be more.
Yeah. Yeah, but we started in 2012, and we want to be a accredited training facility through the Paralympic Committee, and there was some grant funding to help out veterans. And we didn't know anything about the hardships with the veterans coming back to reality, I'd say. And the suicide rate had just popped up 22 in a day nationally, and then a lot of things were coming out publicly with hardships with the VAs nationwide. So we stepped up, we opened our doors, not knowing anything about the VA or some of the hardships, and we found out a lot. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of great stuff that happens at our VA, and there's a lot of not so good stuff that happens at our VA, and then our veterans take the brunt of that. So we stepped up. Took us about 2 years to get our foot in the door with the VA. They wanted nothing to do with us in the beginning, and once they saw that we were trustworthy and that our heart was into it, they wanted to be a part of what we were doing. So we signed a memorandum of understanding with them. But like Jared was saying, once they get released from therapy, they're sending them over to our facility in herds. And so we're 24/7 fundraising because it is a free program. This is our way to be able to give back to the vets. So we're doing that, and then we're asking the community to come in and help out as well. So it's kind of honor.
Yeah,
It's an
just
honor,
just to give you an idea, at full strength, this costs just this one program out of 27 about $1.2 million to run. So it's a huge overhead for us, but we will not stop. We will not stop.
Yeah. One thing, you see a lot of grants out there for employment, for job opportunities, but we discovered that they need to go through a facility like ours because we're getting them healthy off of heavy duty meds. They'll tell you they choose drugs, alcohol, and God, or all 3. And if we can get rid of 2 of the 3, that's pretty awesome. But they were getting thrown into a workplace without being healthy. So they need to go through a program like ours before. And so when we discovered, when we lose them, it's because they're getting a job. They're finally getting a job, they're getting home with their family. And so we were the missing link, and there needs to be more like this program. And so we go tell everybody how to do it, what you need to do, because we can't handle them all, So that's just a huge need. And I was so surprised when the veterans come. We have a HOPE program, Help Open Possibilities with Exercise, HOPE. And we're getting veterans out of their wheelchairs for the first time in years, walking again. And so that's another reason why they're sending them to us, simply because I think they're only getting like 6 sessions of therapy, not even seeing the same therapist. And these are our heroes. And so they come with us, and we get to continue. So we invite all their PTs to come watch because they're a part of the beginning, but we're getting to see them walk and get healthy and shoot archery and air rifle. And we never saw the fit. We have inner city kids we work with too. We feel like our southeast, southwest Fresno, 93706, 0504. That area is the 2nd poorest zip code in the United States of America. And it's southwest of downtown Fresno. And that's a whole special need because of circumstances. So we used to go into the neighborhoods and help, but we thought we're gonna bring them out of their neighborhoods, not just come to break the barriers, but take them camping, into the science museum, and things to help them dream outside of their environment. Because their dreams are small. They haven't seen or lived anything beyond. And veterans are starting to be mentors for them and going into their schools for reading programs that we're facilitating. They're inspired by the kids that you see flipping and flying or shooting archery. It just evolved with the support of our community. we couldn't do without. And so we sure greatly appreciate all the support, that you guys are giving.
Well, it's with great pleasure. I wish we could give more. Given,
Blessed.
I mean,
Blessed
I knew
ladies.
about your programs. My son went through your program as a little one, and I appreciate what you do for the veterans, having a son who's a veteran as well. And you guys are just a wonderful. I'm not going to cry. So thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you.
It's with great pleasure that Guarantee Real Estate and the Guarantee Goodwill Network gives you $1,000.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.